Our second referee is Bobby Celso, national referee. And now let's meet the starters first for the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. Center from the National University, number 4, Jasmine Abor. Opposite hitter from Adamson University, number 7, Mylene Pat. Outside spiker from the University of Santo Tomas, number 9, E.J. Laure. Middle blocker also from UST, number 10, team captain, Micah Ortiz. Outside spiker from the University of the East, number 11, Shaya Adorador. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 14, Zacaranda. Starting libero also from FEU, number 24, Munding Durandez. Head coach for CHERY TIGGO is Clarence Ayin Esteban. And now the starters for the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers. Outside spiker from the Ateneo de Manila University, number 2, team captain, Eliza Valdez. Middle blocker from the Far Eastern University, number 3, St. Domingo. Middle blocker from the College of St. Benil, number 6, Jeanette Panaga. Center from Ateneo, number 12, Gia Morado de Guzman. Opposite hitter from the University of the Philippines, number 18, Tots Carlos. Outside spiker from Adamson University, number 23, Gemma Galanza. Starting libero from the Far Eastern University, number 11, Kyla Atienza. Head coach for CREAMLINE is Sherman Meneses. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
CHERY TIGGO crossovers, a little change in the starting lineup compared to what they had versus Army. Jasmine Abor will start at the center position, replacing Alina Vicar. But everybody else is still the same. Meanwhile, no change for the Cool Smashers. It's the same starting lineup. Tots Carlos, 25 points. Gemma Galanza, 10 points. The 2 players in double digits for CREAMLINE in their 3-set win versus Chocomucho.
Now, as you said a while ago, CHERY TIGGO is already out of contention papunta sa ating semifinals. But for CREAMLINE, you just have to get to 4 wins para sigurado na sila talaga.
Because the win by Chocomucho earlier, you know, caused a bit of a logjam in the standings, which could change the outcome for several of the top teams as Mylene Paat hits that outside. Mylene has really struggled. Is that the word we can use, Neil, especially in reference to her performance here with the Invitational Conference?
Well, nakakapanibago siguro kay Mylene Paat that she doesn't have the usual support cast na meron yung CHERY TIGGO in Dindin Santiago Manabat and Jaja Santiago. But it has been quite some time already, so they have to be able to adjust dun sa roster na meron sila. And if you look at their lineup right now on the floor, it's not too bad. You have E.J. Laure, you also have Micah Ortiz there to help out in the offense. So it's about coming together this game, lalo na napakalakas din ang kalaban nila in the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers.
And also, we have to credit Shaya Adorador. She's really stepped up in the last few games of the crossovers. Adorador coming off an 11-point performance, same number as Paat that she put against Army. CREAMLINE off to a good start here, 2-0. Here's Adorador, block with defense. Jeanette Panaga, who had 1 block in the win versus Chocomucho.
Now, CREAMLINE is really focused on getting things done because it's still a long way to go pagdating ng mga foreign teams natin.
Great pass by Laure. Here comes Ortiz, picked up by De Guzman. Tots Carlos. How good has she been in the last 2 conferences, including this one?
I mean, the numbers are enough to prove how good she is this conference. Again, as I said a while ago in the pregame, 25 points in a matter of 3 sets. That's not an easy feat to accomplish, but she was able to do it.
Let's go to Sam Corrales.
As with any team, the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers are making sure that their opponents get the respect that they deserve. I got to speak to Gia Morales de Guzman, and she says that they're just going to focus on the basics, taking it one game at a time, but also their coach challenged them to really step up and not to play it safe. I also got to speak to Kyla Atienza, and for her, she's just trying to focus on the present moment, grounding herself with her teammates despite the support coming from the fans in the arena every time. It's always packed, as you guys know. So let's see what momentum CREAMLINE will have in this first set. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Sam. They really can't afford to take it easy here today. If you guys don't remember the team standings, CREAMLINE is at 3-1. Right behind them at 3-2 is Army and PLDT, who lost earlier to Choco Mucho. So a loss here will tie them with 3 teams. And that's not even counting if Choco Mucho goes up, to 3-3 over the weekend.
And these are the complications that they want to avoid by getting this game against the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. And that's a better option for attack for Jasmine Labor. Mike Ortiz is one of the best middle blockers that we have here in this conference. So if you can get the numbers from Mike Ortiz, it will really help Mylene Paat do the damage para sa CHERY TIGGO.
Ortiz coming off a 2-point performance in the loss against Army. It was a 3-set loss. And that was a game that if they won, they would still be in contention for a semi-final slot. Jeanette Panaga, 1 kill block, 1 attack point. It's a good 6-2 start in the opening set for the Cool Smashers. Seth Domingo is in for the first time for the Cool Smashers. That is just outside for Jeanette Panaga.
Bonus point for the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. And one of the things that they need to work on in this game against the CREAMLINE Cool Smashers would really be their serving. Because we know na malakas umatake itong CREAMLINE. So if they can get them out of system, ma-disrupt man lang yung passing possession ng CREAMLINE, they would have an easier time defending the balls.
Valdez with her first point. Valdez, she's sort of downshifted. Inside the Pinoy Eco Oil Center, it's CREAMLINE versus CHERY. Balanced attack so far for the Cool Smashers. 2 points for Valdez, Carlos, and Galanza. Meanwhile, 1 each for Paat, Ortiz, and Adorador.
A net violation will be called on EJ Laure as he slipped the net in that last sequence.
Valdez serves into the net, but we mentioned Eliza only 9 points in their last game, but she did have 15 digs and 12 receptions. So she's contributing in so many ways.
That's one of the parts of her game that she has improved on talaga. Dati tina-target siya sa receive, but now she's very confident in passing and digging.
Domingo, picked up by Laure. Here comes Adorador. Valdez with a dig. Galanza, cross court, that's her specialty.
And you cannot give Gemma Galanza a single woman block because we know that she's one of our power hitters for CREAMLINE.
3 points for Galanza already. 31% efficiency from the field in the win versus Choco Mucho. Karandang, that's going to be 4 touches as it did not cross the net.
That was too low for Karandang. That point will go to CREAMLINE.
Cool Smashers starting to pull away again. Well, we do know CHERY, they have the ability to cut this deficit and make a bit of a run. They did it right before our first technical timeout. Not a good pass there from Laure. Adorador. Valdez with a good pass. De Guzman go to Tots Carlos from the back row, and the crossovers never even moved.
That's what I can say is getting a target ng CHERY TIGGO si Tots Carlos on the service line because she can score at will when she's in the back row.
Early timeout here by Clarence Esteban, first-year head coach of CHERY.
Problema ulit natin yung atake natin. Kaya mo idadaan dapat, yun sa pinakamalit mo daan. Tapos, yung depensa natin, agresibo tayo doon sa depensa kasi mabilis talaga yung bola nila. Ngayon, kung babagalan talaga na, lalaglang at dadaklag. Ngayon, pag-aatake sila, i-ready nyo agad yung sarili nyo napapalo ng mabilis. Saka nyo na lang kunin ang kunin. Ngayon, lumalampas sa katawan nyo bago nyo madepensahan. Sige lang ang tapo ng depensa natin. Kung yung first ball natin sa receive, walang problema. Yung ano lang, yung atake natin yung sa...
Let's go! Wait lang nyo lang guys. Hey, CHERY!
Well, if you can't go harder on the hit, you go faster and choose better angles for you to get the job done. And that's correct from the coach of CHERY TIGGO. They're having a hard time in converting their offense into points.
5-1 run here for the Cool Smashers. And they have doubled the output of the crossovers right now. That was one of the problems for CHERY in the game against Army. Their defense, their offense, they really couldn't put 2 and 2 together. De Guzman. That's a good block. There's defense stepping up for CHERY.
That can be the start of the momentum for the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. If hindi mo kayang daanin sa opensa, let's try our blocking pattern against the attackers of CREAMLINE.
Karandang coming off a 4-block performance. She blocked Panaga right there. Combination play. Easy kill for Calanza. She has 4.
Now, we always give credit to the powerful hitters of CREAMLINE. But bago pa dumating yung bola sa mga atake ng CREAMLINE, dumadaan muna yan sa kamay ni Gia Morado de Guzman. And that's also one thing the defenders have to take note of. They have to be able to read the strategy of Gia Morado de Guzman effectively if they want to put a stop to the offense of CREAMLINE.
That's obviously easier said than done.
Definitely.
Galanza again, back-to-back points for Gemma Galanza. She now has 5 and is the leading scorer of CREAMLINE.
Gemma Galanza going for all power in the last few sequences, and look at the array of angles that she can go to. Sobrang dami.
14 serving 7. Good pass there by Adorador. Back row, but a dig by Atienza on the attack. Nabor, go to Adorador. Blocked at the net. Adorador keeping it alive. Dorendes. And a pass there from Nabor. Here comes the Cool Smashers. Carlos, off-speed hit. Easy pickings for CREAMLINE.
From strong hits to soft touches, everything is going well for Tots Carlos right now.
And she is reading the defense of CHERY right now like a book.
And right now, CHERY has 2 attackers on the front line. They have Micah Ortiz, they have Shaya Odorodor. Perhaps Jasmine Nabor can also go to that 1-2 play. We've seen that a lot of times from Ivy Perez dun sa Black Mamba Army. And she has scored a lot. So pwedeng gamitin yun para tatlo silang attackers on the front for CHERY.
Right now, it's a 9-point advantage for CREAMLINE over CHERY in the opening set. It's been all Creamline so far here in the opening set. They lead by 9, 16-7. And on the serve of Gia, they've strung up at least 4 points straight. Nabor. There's Paat, dug up by Valdez. First chance ball here for Cherry. And they score.
Peculiar attack from Mike Ortiz. That was a differential play from the middle. Not a quick attack, but effective nonetheless for Cherry TIGGO.
Second point for Ortiz. She is the leading scorer of Cherry. That's how, you know, they're struggled offensively so far. Elaine Casilag, who did not see action in their last game, is on the floor for the first time for Cherry. Also in for the first time, Alina Vicar, the starting setter against Army. Let's see if they can somehow kickstart this offense for the crossovers. Underhand set for the Guzman. Wow, I mean, Tots Carlos, she can get anything she wants right now.
That was off a bump set from the right side of that court. Definitely not an easy hit to make. Yun yung mga break ball na tinatawag natin.
And her efficiency is so high. Right now, I believe she's 100%. The last game, she is 42%.
That's why I told her kanina na I'm sure you'll do great as usual.
Vicar to Adorador. Kyla Atienza has been doing an excellent job defensively. And again, Carlos. Wow. 6 points already.
Tots Carlos really attacking from all cylinders. And Shaya Adorador really needs to put more power into her hits because Creamline has a lot of good diggers.
First double-digit advantage of the opening set. 18 serving 8. Good pass. 1-2 play is good for Alina Vicar.
On cue for Alina Vicar again. The centers can get involved in the attacking department for Cherry TIGGO.
Alina Vicar coming off a 2-point, 2-ace, 7 excellent set performance as the starting setter against Army. It goes to show you how hard it was for their offense when she only had 7 excellent sets in 3 sets. Panaga scores. Jeanette Panaga, 2 points, 1 block. Played only 2 sets against Choco Mucho. Here's Picard to Ortiz, and you mentioned how Ortiz should be stepping up.
And she has been stepping up so far here in this first set. That's the USC connection between Picard and Mike Ortiz on that quick attack. But they still have a tall mountain to climb. It's a 9-point lead for the Cool Smashers.
3 points for Ortiz. She is the leading scorer of the crossovers. Valdez. That's outside. Is there a block touch? No. First attack error for Valdez. Ortiz, UAAP season 74 best attacker. Valdez will try again. Ortiz picking it up. Laure off the block. Carlos. Carandang keeping it alive. One-handed pass there. And a chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Valdez, 1 blocker.
The small movements of Gia Morado really confuses the middle blockers of Cherry TIGGO. Sumabay si Carandang, kay Sed Domingo. It gave a lot of space for Eliza Valdez to get that kill. Now a double substitution for the Cool Smashers. Negrito will be playing center and Mandapat will be occupying the opposite spiker position.
Mandapat coming off a 2-point performance, played in the second set. Meanwhile, Negrito did not score, also played in the second set of their win against Choco Mucho. Carandang. Negrito picking it up. Atienza was set up. Here's Mandapat. Laure on the approach. Negrito again with a pass. Galanza didn't like it. Underhand pass over to Cherry. Laure. Yes!
Good hit from EJ Laure. I was about to say that they don't get a lot of free balls from CREAMLINE. So every time they get that chance, they have to be able to convert 100%.
First point for EJ Laure. Laure coming off 6 points. And this is another substitution here as Casilag will come in. Seems for Mylene Baat. Unusual substitution here for Coach Esteban.
Bigay muna kami ng delay kasi pumasok na yung players.
It's going to be a warning. Yeah, it's going to be a yellow card against CHERY for delay of game.
There are certain protocols when it comes to substitutions, and they have to strictly follow that.
Our first referee, Fernando Velarde. Second referee, Bobby Celso. 12 serving 20. 8-point deficit against CHERY. Negrito sets it up for Valdez. A little too close to the net. Underhand set by Duremdes to Carandang. Overpass. And the hit is on the line by Carandang with her second point.
CHERY TIGGO is just trying to string up as much points as they can off the attack. And that's the aggressiveness you want to see from the crossovers.
Negrito to Mandapat. Yes!
Even the substitutions for CREAMLINE working to their advantage. An instant point for the newcomer in Mandapat.
Another substitution here, this time for CREAMLINE, as Vargas is in for the first time, replacing Gemma Galanza. Vargas played in the second set, did not score against Choco Mucho, so a little unusual as well, the substitution pattern right now for Coach Meneses. These players, they came in second set. In their last game today, they're getting their minutes early. Mandapat off the block.
And they're showing that they deserve the minutes that they are given. Talking about Mandapat. Now Ella De Jesus is in.
Final timeout here for Coach Esteban. They're down by 9.
Kaya ako muna, hindi mo pa binigay na maayos doon. Okay? Yung block natin, establish agad yung block. Okay, tumatalsik eh. Tama yung sinet mo, mali. Tama. Yung sinet mo. Diba? Kasi ang ano natin, second ball, ano saan ba ibibigay din? Dapat ma-atake na kasama natin. Okay? Hindi naman na-atake, kaya huwag ka mag-react. So yung ano natin, yung block natin medyo weak. So establish pa natin yung block natin para maayos. Puro talsik mo yung ano natin. Di ba pumunta doon sa depensahan?
Ay, Cherry!
There are a lot of things to improve on for CHERY TIGGO. A while ago, it was their floor defense. But before they can improve on their floor defense, tama si Coach Dance, they have to improve on their blocking first. Because we saw a lot of clean hits from the CREAMLINE pool smashers getting past the defenders of CHERY TIGGO so far in this first set.
Not a good pass again on the first ball for CHERY. That's Vargas on the attack, rejected. Vargas will try again. This time, gets it through.
Vargas gets her first point. When the USD connection uses a CHERY TIGGO, there's that FU connection between Negrito and Vargas. Now, Pao Soriano in the ball game, ginagamit ni Coach Sherwin Meneses lahat talaga ng players niya.
Again, another player who only came in the second set against Choco Mucho, getting her minutes here in the first set. Pao Soriano did not score as well. Oh, but she will now right away.
What a way to announce your entry. Pao Soriano off the regalo.
Pao Soriano taking advantage of the easy ball. This is 11 set points for the Pool Smashers. Vicar, Casilag. Chance to close it out. Underhand set. Vargas. Casilag again. Not enough. Pop on that pass by Valdez.
14 serving set point. Now serving EJ Laure.
really difficult task ahead for Laure and the crossovers. 10 set points they have to overhaul here in the opening set. Vargas.
Yep, that's a good call from the referee. It touched the hands of the blockers first before it went out of bounds. So CREAMLINE will get set number 1.
Casilla did not agree initially, but Fernando Velarde saying that it wasn't you, it was Carandam that the ball bounced off. Let's take a look here. Yep, off the fingers of Zach Carandam. So it's 25-14, an 11-point win in the opening set for CREAMLINE over CHERY. (25-14) CREAMLINE over CHERY TIGGO at the end of set number 1. Look at the crowd inside the Philoy Nico Oil Center enjoying action as we look at the highlights of the first set.
And it feels like a weekend here, jam-packed here in the San Juan Arena on a Thursday night. But talking about that first set, it was all CREAMLINE's offense that did the damage. And even the substitutions worked for Coach Sherwin Meneses and everybody chipped in. And clearly, look at the statistics, 20 attack points compared to the 8 of CHERY TIGGO. Lamang pa nga yung CHERY TIGGO pagdating sa service department. But the offense was just too much for their defense.
Let's see how the crossovers turn it around here. Rachel Ostero has to take a look at Galanza. Sato seeing action for the first time. Lisa Sato, 1 point in their win versus Choco Mucho. There's Rachel Ostero, did not play against Army. She will see action here today along with May Luna, who also didn't play against Army.
And Joy Dacron also here in set number 2 as a starting player for CHERY TIGGO.
Carlos, yes.
First one is the second place to the Cool Scriptures. Now serving, Gemma Galanza.
One of the things CHERY needs to do is not allow themselves to get buried under a deficit. Nabor will go to Paat. That was blocked at the net. Here's Ostero. De Guzman goes to Carlos with an off-speed. Yes!
She has mastered that fake attack. Coming from a strong hit, transitioning to a softer touch. And I think she waits for the defender first to back up before she drops that ball.
She has so much hang time. She can afford to. She can go up in the air, take a look at the defense, and then decide. That's an overreach. Yep. Going to be called against Carlos as Nabor was still trying to set it up.
Clear interference from Tots Carlos.
Valdez trying to talk Fernando Velarde into overturning the call, but that's not going to happen. We all know it's not even rare to see an overturn here. May Luna with the serve. Valdez with the tip. Pancake save is good for Justin Dorog. Valdez again, blocked. Atienza will send it to Carlos. Oh, Carlos, again, everything she touches turns into a point. Let's go to Sam Corrales.
Creamline first sported these new blue jerseys in their past few games, and now we're seeing one cool smasher sporting a new look. And of course, we're talking about Tots Carlos, who is absolutely on fire today. She has a new hair color, if you guys noticed, and it's not the first time that she actually did this. We had a quick chat during the warm-ups, you know, reliving her days back in UP and college. She was talking about having different hairstyles, different positions, even becoming a middle blocker, and now turning spiker. And it looks like for Tots, she's just really embracing the change, embracing the role, and as we heard in the pregame, having fun along the process. So let's see what impact she could bring to the rest of this Creamline squad as they move on to the second set.
Thank you, Sam. Well, her impact right now, 9 points off 8 attacks.
This is the second set.
It's just exactly. Set Domingo scoring in the last play, her first point. Paat with a push, a little too strong. Tots Carlos. That was dug up. Here's Justin Doro, block. Ostero. And a chance ball here for CHERY. Angeles passes. Here's Dorog again. One-handed dig for De Guzman. Valdez. Underhand pass. Paat off a combination. Blocked. Dorog. Blocked. Finally, Justin Dorog knocks it in. Her first point of the match.
Justin Dorog pulling it back a bit in terms of power and gets the point for the CHERY TIGGO crossovers.
Justin Dorog coming off a 6-point performance along with 2 aces and 10 digs. She played off the bench in all 3 sets against Army. Rachel Ostero with the serve. There's Set Domingo, her second point.
It's a huge hole in the middle of the defense of CHERY TIGGO. Looks like they're really expecting harder hits. That's why yung mga defenders nila masyadong naka-atras.
Yep. What is the color of? Is it the same as the jersey? Color of the hair of Tots Carlos?
It's hard to see. I think it's silver.
Gray. Suits her. Valdez. That's dug up by May Luna. Here comes Mylene Paat. Block. Nabor was right there for the dig. Here comes Doro. Blocked again. Julia Angeles doing an excellent job defensively. Chance ball for the Cool Smashers. Valdez, difficult set for the Guzman. Angeles send it back to Paat. Carlos digging it up. Back to Eliza. That's too close to the net. One of the rare miscues for Gia de Guzman.
There have been a lot of attempts from Mylene Paat to score for CHERY TIGGO, pero hindi ganun kataas yung percentage niya right now. It's not because she's not doing her job. It's probably because yan yung game plan ng Creamline to minimize the production of Mylene Paat.
Mylene Paat, we all know what she can do. Former import for Nakhon Ratchasima in Thailand. Good serve. Valdez. There's a net touch. Going to be called against, I think, Dacoron, who's in the game for the first time. Joy Dacoron also did not play against Army. Valdez turned 29 years old last June 29. Paat, great saves. Will it be enough? Nope. Falls short.
CHERY TIGGO has to get out of this specific rotation because every time they only have 2 attackers on the floor, mas tumatagal yung rotation nila. And they have a higher chance of converting points every time they have 3 attackers on the front line.
Nacoron. What a dig by Tots Carlos. Gemma Galanza. Blocked by Nacoron. Tyler Atienza passes. That's
way off for
wow,
Carlos.
the first attack error for Tots Carlos. She's been perfect so far throughout the match.
Serving for CHERY TIGGO, Justin Doro.
Justin Dorog out of Hope Christian High School. Galanza short with baby the tip.
Gemma Galanza mistiming that combination play from the middle. Now it's just a 2-point lead for Creamline. CHERY TIGGO in a much better position compared to our first frame.
4 errors for Creamline here in set number 2. They make up for one of those 4. Galanza scoring, making it a 3-point advantage. We go to our first technical timeout. 8-5, Creamline over CHERY. Domingo on the attack there.
Smart push from Gemma Galanza, targeting the end court.
Domingo.
Galanza, that's her 6th point. 8-5. Service outside for Domingo.
Serving 8. Now serving for CHERY TIGGO, Joy Dacaron.
There's Michelle Gumabao.
The returning Michelle Gumabao
That's
for
right.
Creamline.
Serve out.
Service out. If you're CHERY, you can't afford these errors. You're getting 3 points off the 4 errors of Creamline. They should take advantage of that. Maximize as much as possible.
And even in the previous conferences that we had, we know that sometimes Creamline is an error-prone team. And if you can catch them at that bad timing, you can get a set against Creamline.
Gave up 23 errors against Choco Mucho as Galanza scores. And they're right about that average, 20+ errors per game. So, yeah, that's almost a set. 4-point advantage for Creamline. 1-2 play is good for Jasmine Abor.
Good save from Jasmine Abor. It was an overpass already from the libero of CHERY, but she was still able to get an attack from that last sequence.
Now serving Jasmine Abor.
Nabor was the number 3 setter.
Risa
In the open conference, Sato gets her first point of the match.
Fast line attack coming from Lisa Sato.
37. Now serving for Creamline, Gemma Galanza.
May Luna was just too late to go up for that one.
May Luna with a push. Excellent play for the former De La Salle lady striker.
And we know that Luna is also one of the power hitters from her time.
Now serving May.
So that's a contribution that she will be giving dito sa CHERY TIGGO.
You say her time like it was 5 years ago. May Luna just, I think she, was it 2019 she finished or 2020?
Mighty pass, still checked by the defense of the Cool Smashers.
Now serving, Risa Sato.
Risa Sato, part of that third place team in UAAP season 77 at National University. Excellent set, and Ostero with a great finish. Ostero out of College of St. Benil, De La Salle University. And taking up production design. 3-point deficit for the crossovers.
Look at the front line of CHERY TIGGO. They have Dacoron, Dorog, and Mylene Paat. So ito yung pinakamaraming options for Jasmine Labor to run their offense. And now that Mylene Paat is checked, they have to try to maybe go to different combination plays.
We'll see if they can execute here and take advantage of this strong front line. Watch Carlos with that jump serve. Good pass. Excellent dig by Galanza. Here comes Valdez against two blockers. She's rejected. She covers herself. Valdez blocked again. Great defensive play by CHERY.
This is a better showing really for the crossovers. Getting defensive touches against Eliza Valdez.
Substitutions for CHERY TIGGO, number 7, Pado, number 18, Alina Vicari.
Substitutions here for Coach Esteban as Casilan and Bicar
Now serving
return.
for CHERY TIGGO, Alina Vicari.
Alina Bicar just joined the team May 2022, but she's really acclimatized herself very well with the system, with the players. There's Seth Domingo with a kill. No, actually, it is outside.
Now the lead is just at 2 for CREAMLINE. Another unforced error for the Cool Smashers.
This was,
Although that looked
Yeah, it
inside
looked in.
from the replay.
a break of the game going for CHERY. This one's not coming back. Oh, May Luna knocking down the barrier. And Valdez will score her 5th point of the match.
That's the signature of Eliza Valdez, that deep cross-court hit from the left pin.
Liza, the finals MVP of the recent Open Conference. Good serve. Back-to-back points for the Cool Smashers. Second ace for Valdez.
Aside from the contributions on the receives and digs, isa rin siya sa mga malalakas mag-serve for CREAMLINE. Now the lead is up to 4.
Bicar. That's Dorob with the attack.
And these are the combination plays that I was saying a while ago. Hindi pwedeng masyadong basic yung offense against a good blocking team in CREAMLINE.
12 serving 15. Just a 3-point set so far. Valdez from the back row. Saved by Bicar. May Luna sends it over. Valdez, can she pop it up? Yes, she does. And the save is good. Oh, excellent play. Get to the middle, get to the quick, and get an easy point.
Give that point to Alina Bicar, recognizing that the defense of CREAMLINE was not ready for a fast one.
Back to a 2-point game, Neil. Good pass. Galanza. Justin Dorob unable to get it back in play. 8 points for Galanza, and it's a 3-point advantage for CREAMLINE. 16-13 over CHERY's second set. The road to the PBA starts here. Tutukan ang PBA D-League Aspirants 2022 sa One Sports at PBA Rush. And gusto mo bang malaman ang latest happening sa sports? Dito na lang tayo sa nag-iisang go-to tambayan ng lahat. Like, follow us on social media at One Sports PHL on all social media platforms. 3-point game, 16-13, Creamline over Cherry, second set. Elaine Casilag cuts that deficit down.
And it's nice to see Elaine Casilag on the floor. She has a lot of experience from the SVL also. Now here in the PVL.
Now serving Joy Cameron.
Galanza off the head of Ostero. Oh, the pass was into the net. Ostero with a block on Sato. Galanza, two established blockers. Bicar and goes to Luna. Yes, May Luna knocks it in.
That's the power we've been looking for dito sa opensa ng Cherry TIGGO. Sinimula ni Elaine Casilag, sinundan ni May Luna off that hit.
And now it's a one-point game. This is the closest Cherry has been since the start of the match. Not a good pass. Carlos. Dacoron will send it to Casilag. Atienza pops it up. Risa Sato. Ball is still alive. Ostero. There's Dorog with an easy over. Galanza. Blocked by Casilag. Oh, Casilag. Great performance off the bench today. Another block by Elaine.
That is a good matchup. Elaine Casilag's defense against the offense of Gemma Galanza.
May Luna again. Ostero, can she tie it? Not just yet. De Guzman goes to Galanza. That's outside, and the game is tied at 16.
Now Cherry TIGGO completely erases the lead of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
And this is with a little help from the errors as well. From not to take anything away from the effort of Cherry, but a lot of errors for Creamline here today. At least here in the second set.
And now that Gemma Galanza is faced with a taller blocker in Elaine Casilag, it's interesting how she will be adjusting dun sa strategy niya as an open hitter.
Oh, great battle at the net, won by Ostero. Ostero with a pancake save. Sato, yes!
Creamline was already contesting that pancake save from Cherry TIGGO, but there was no whistle from the first referee, so the play must go on.
Creamline back on top, but by only a point. Bicar, go to May Luna again. Galanza, rejected, but this time it goes outside. So a point for Gemma and a point for Creamline. They're back up by 2.
Two blockers, no problem.
But if Ostero was there just maybe a second earlier, that would have been a block again on Galanza. Ostero and Casilag, they've done an excellent job at the net for the crossovers. Casilag offensively, dug up by Valdez. Carlos. Ostero with a soft touch. Oh, great dig by Dorog. May Luna standing spike. Ella De Jesus is in the game, by the way, as libero for Creamline, as Galanza now gets her 10th point of the match.
Pag nasisimula ng makapanong blockers yung mga atake ni Gemma Galanza, Gio would give a faster set so that she can also swing fast.
Timeout, Cherry TIGGO.
Timeout by Clarence Esteban. They're down by 3 here in set number 2.
Kasi ano nandun sa dulo nga, pwede mong ipa-cherry lang yan, tapos mag-try tayo maayos. May receive naman tayo, ano problema. I-ab mo lang, cherry, pero ab yung galaw niya. Para gumagalaw yung blocker natin. Okay? Sa magandang bola, cherry, pero ab yung pasok mo. Okay? Tapos, upakan mo din sa down the line, dahil nandun si Eno.
Nakaya natin ang habol kanina. Habol ulit tayo.
Isang ikot lang, isang ikot lang, isang ikot lang.
Hey, Jenny! Let's go, let's go!
The coaching staff know that they're pretty much in this second frame against the Creamline Cool Smashers. They just need one rotation they're doing better defensively also. They're getting touches on the block. Mas nagiging unpredictable na din yung transition plays courtesy of Alina Vicar.
Two players in double digits already for the Guzman's Cool Smashers. That's Carlos and Galanza with 10 each. Ostero, that is dug up by the Guzman. Casilag again, defensively against Galanza. How good has she been playing at the net?
She can provide the height in terms of blocking, and she's also a good hitter. But now she will move to the bench. Mylene Path will come back for the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. Of course, pag crunch time na, you would need your best player on the floor.
Nabor will be in charge of the offense, replacing Alina Vicar. 2-point game, 17 serving 18, make that 19. Galanza from the middle, yes!
So much options for Gemma Galanza to go to in that combination play from the middle. Although the double block already knew that it was going to Gemma Galanza, they weren't in the perfect position to close out that cross-court angle.
11 now for Galanza off 11 attacks. Julia Angeles sends it back to Paat. Dug up by Ella De Jesus. Valdez with the tip. Now a little too high. Nabor easily picking it up. May Luna goes up, attacks, and will score. Guzman unable to save it.
May Luna continuing to fight for CHERY TIGGO. Again, down by 2 points. Now she will go to that service line.
Luna out of Tagum City. Already with 2 points off the bench for head coach Clarence Esteban. Over pass, Ostero unable to get the kill. Mylene Paat, that's too strong. Is there a block touch? No block touch according to Fernando Velarde. Mylene Paat, only 22% efficiency from the field, and it's right about that number as well here today.
21 serving 18. Now serving Phil.
Yep, that was clearly outside.
2 points for Paat and 2 attack errors as well so far in the game. A service out for Phil Caetano.
That is surprising. Mylene Paat only has 2 points, but she has a lot of attempts already throughout this ball game.
She has the same number of attack errors as she has points. Oh, very quick play there. Seth Domingo with an easy kill.
Looks like that was clear instruction from Gia Morada to Seth Domingo. Just approach and I'll deliver the ball to you.
Now serving for the Cool Smashers, Tots Carlos.
But despite all the highlights we've been seeing from Creamline, it's just a 3-point advantage for them. Oh, great dig. Dorog. Another great dig. Valdez. Dorog again. But Nabor unable to time it right as Valdez will score her 7th point.
Now Creamline is just 2 points away from getting a 2-set advantage against the CHERY TIGGO crossovers.
This is the last timeout of Clarence Esteban. Let's listen to the crossovers.
So mas aggressive pa yung gawin natin doon sa atake natin. Okay yung diskarte pero nadidepensan, matibay talaga yun. So kailangan natin gawa ng paraan paano tayo makatake. Ngayon, atake natin ng may gulang, igalaw-galaw natin yung bola natin para gumalaw yung depensa. Kasi pag doon talaga binato, nakaabang na agad sila. So igalaw mo yung bola mo. Okay? Tapos pag doon sa middle, shadow. Lasa tumakbo yung quick, mo doon ka sumama. Okay? Tumalon ka lang nang wala lang. Sayang lang yung
Huwag ka lang bumalik sa gitna. Kasi hindi naman siya bumigit na eh. Nag-stay siya doon.
Tapat ka lang agad. Tapat.
Hey, Cherry! On top!
Tapat ka lang. Kasi shadow na yan.
23-19. No player with more than 3 points for the crossovers. Ortiz with 3, Luna with 3. Mylene Paat, like we said, only has 2 points. Meanwhile, for Creamline, 2 players in double digits, 11, 10, Galanza, Carlos, and then Valdez with 7.
And it's really hard to overpower Creamline in that department. So at least you have to level man lang para makadikit ka sa score.
Double contact against the crossovers, as this is a 5-set point advantage for the Cool Smashers. The toss was good, but I think she jumped a little too late. The ball was on its way down and a little too low already.
Now serving for CHERY TIGGO, Miley Pye.
So 1 set point thrown away, but they have 4 more. Talking about CREAMLINE. Chance to close it out. Set Domingo, yes!
Domingo.
4th point for Domingo. And it's a 5-point win this time for CREAMLINE over CHERY.
Better performance from CHERY TIGGO, but still not enough to get that win against CREAMLINE in set number 2.
So the Cool Smashers with a 2-0 advantage against the crossovers. (25-14, 25-20). CREAMLINE in full control of this match against CHERY so far, as we take a look at highlights of set number 2.
And set number 2, as you said, wala pang lumalampas ng 3 points in terms of production for the players of the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. And if they want to win here in set number 3, at least one player should reach the double-digit mark.
It's for Coach CHERY Meneses. The players that he put on off the bench really contributing to the game and to this win. Mandapat, Vargas with huge points as you take a look at statistics of set number 2.
17 attacks for CREAMLINE, only 9 for CHERY, and CHERY also got a bonus of 10 points from the opponent's errors.
Right. Meantime, if you're the crossovers, what are the top, maybe 2 or 3 things they need to concentrate on at the start of set number 3?
Well, it's very simple. Number 1, they have to minimize their errors. And number 2, yung passing nila, sometimes nagkakaroon sila ng mga misreception. If they can polish that more, they would exert that dominant performance against CHERY TIGGO.
Well, set number 3, final chance for the crossovers to turn it around. May Luna starts it off for crossovers, and this is, if I'm not mistaken, going to be the first lead of CHERY in the entire match.
Now serving Alina Pye.
1-0 CHERY over CREAMLINE. Carlos. That's dug up by Lyra, who's back in the game. And there's Miley Pye scoring. And back-to-back points for the crossovers, Neil.
And finally, Miley Pye getting the set that she wants to get that kill for CHERY TIGGO. I was actually expecting Eileen Casilag to start for CHERY TIGGO in this set number 3 dahil maganda nga yung ipinakita niya nung set number 2.
That's a point scored by Jeanette Panaga. Let's check in with San Morales.
Coming into this game, the Cherry TIGGO crossovers were still determined to put up a good fight, have a good exit, and try to showcase their strength. Now, we saw in that second set, they tried to tie the game at one point, but I also got to hear from Justin Dorog, who's been stepping up since the last game, although now she's in the bench. But she told me na hindi talaga sila yun in their last games, and she just wants to pick up the momentum. Now, the numbers show she's been stepping up, really using her experience as a libero and now as a spiker. But moving forward with Cherry, she just hopes that they can bring back the trust in each other and put up a good fight until the end. Back to you.
Thank you, Sam. Justin Dorog, 2 points off the bench today. That's Carlos. Easy pickings for Carlos.
Defense a step late for Cherry TIGGO. If you're going to look at this replay, drop ball lang yung ginawa ni Tots Carlos, and there were a lot of defenders that could have gotten that ball, but everybody just stared at that last sequence. Gemma Galanza, 12 points, built of 12 attacks.
Carlos with 11. That is on the line for Gemma Galanza, now her 13th point. And just like that, after a 2-0 start here by the crossovers, Cool Smashers on a 4-0 run.
That's a good thing about a float serve. Sometimes kumakaliwa at bumabagsak sa court ng opponent mo.
Ortiz will score. Stop that run by the Cool Smashers.
If she can, Alina Vicar needs to be able to give more attempts to Mike Ortiz so that Jeanette Panaga would be confused at a habol siya dun sa left and right pins ng Cherry TIGGO.
3 serving 4. Not a good pass. Oh, but De Guzman with an excellent set there. Buding Durendes with a dig. Laure getting it through. Easy over for Valdez. Bad. De Guzman picking it up. Tots Carlos through the block. And that's it. That's, ooh, looked like 4 touches. Yeah, that looked like 4 touches already. It took a while for the whistle from our first referee.
That was a late call, but that was the correct call. And even us, we were actually waiting for the whistle of the referee.
Now serving Jeanette Panaga.
Smile on the face of Coach Esteban of Cherry and our first referee, Fernando Velarde. May Luna with the pass, not a good one. Baat getting blocked. Carlos, yes!
Carlos trying to create more separation between them and the Cherry TIGGO crossovers. Second leading scorer right now for CREAMLINE. And you'll never know what you're gonna get when you're facing CREAMLINE. The top scorer can be Eliza, it can be Todd, it can be Gemma.
That's why they're so dangerous. Panaga serving it into the net.
Now serving for Cherry TIGGO, Micah Ortiz.
Good first ball. Valdez knocking it in. 8 points now for Valdez.
774. Now serving Tots Carlos.
Carlos with the 1 service ace so far. Oh, great receive there by Durendes. Laure picked up by Atienza. Carlos. Durendes again. Paat. That is outside for Mylene Paat, but wait a minute. There's a net touch against CREAMLINE.
The libero matchup is also good right now. It's Buding Durendes against Atienza. They've been popping up a lot of hard hits for both of their squads.
Free ball for Cherry. Vicar, Tarandang is rejected. Free ball for CREAMLINE. Set Domingo, dug up by Luna. Durendes sending it to Paat. Back row into the net.
No elevation that time for Mylene Pan, and the CREAMLINE will take us to our first technical timeout.
CREAMLINE fans enjoying the action here and obviously loving that their team is dominant so far against CHERY here today.
On Saturday, I think we will have 3 games in one day.
Starting at 11:30.
And sigurado ko sold out na naman ang venue natin.
That's a full day of nothing but PVL action. EJ Laure. Finally, that's just her second point of the match. And she's coming off a 6-point performance. Prior to that, she was in double digits. So Laure, right now struggling as well. Wasn't a good start for her, and along with several other crossovers, went under health and safety protocols at the start of the season. Very short elimination round. Obviously, difficult to get your timing, your conditioning, your, momentum, and chemistry. There's a block. Karanda with her 3rd point. Let's take a look at your replies to our Twitter question of the game. Who do you think is either team's X Factor? Hashtag PVL Invitational 2022.
A tweet coming from Ash. Probably the X factor of this match will be Kyla Tienza of CREAMLINE. She's very underrated. Most of the fans not talking about her, but based on what she is playing, it's very impressive. And she will be one of the key players of the team. Another tweet from John. If she will be able to give her A game, I believe it will be Mylene Pan who will be the X factor for the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. Hashtag PVL Invitational 2022.
Mylene Pan so far today struggling. Only has 4 points. We know she's capable of double-digit performance each and every game. Galanza. Durendes has been doing an excellent job in coverage, defending. That's May Luna on the attack. Carlos in the back row, a tip. Again, Durendes with a save. Luna. Galanza with a tip, kept alive by Karandang. Difficult save, but Laure does it. Galanza again, this time catches the line.
Gemma Galanza just saw the defenders were in the cross-court zone already. She was against a single block. It's a shorter blocker niya na si Alina Bicar, but she still went to that zone 1 area.
3-point game. 10 serving 11. It set Domingo at the line. Karandang. Oh, great timing.
Actually, we've been seeing that a lot here in the PVL, yung double jump play na yan. And it was effective for Karandang that last sequence.
Karandang with 3 points. Coming off an 8.4 block performance against Army. Galanza. Mylene Paat is there. Back row for Laure. This time, Jeanette Panaga rejected. Galanza again. Luna with the off speed. Galanza pops it up. Valdez back row. That's outside.
Too much angle, and she was way under the ball, talking about the likes of Valdez.
That's a 1-point game. Both teams with one attack error each here in set number 3. Galanza firing one in. This time cross court is good.
From set number 1 up to this point, it's the same power that we're feeling from Gemma Galanza.
Well, I think with how she looks, how well conditioned she is, it's going to take more than 3 sets to get her tired. That's for sure. Mayluna block. Lorendes keeping it alive. An easy over by Mylene Baat. Overpass. And that's a point for CHERY TIGGO.
Unfortunate misreception for CREAMLINE. We know that every time they get a free ball from their opponent, you can expect a hard hit and a great combination play from Gia Morado de Guzman.
A poor first ball there from Valdez. And Atienza unable to save it anymore.
Just like that, we are tied at 11.
Vicar with her second point.
These are the 2 points that I made a while ago. You have to minimize your unforced errors and you have to be solid on the first ball for CREAMLINE.
Again, another poor first ball. Broken play. Mayluna takes advantage, and for the second time in the match, CHERY is back on top by 1.
Now that you see that the CREAMLINE Bulls Masters are having a difficult time passing that ball to Gia Morado de Guzman, now is the time to load up on your serve. And Alina Vicar has been doing a great job in that department.
Oh, the serve could have been out. Atienza picks it up. Service ace for Vicar. This is the biggest lead for CHERY in the entire match. They're up by 2. Timeout, Sherwin Meneses.
Sakto naman yung kukontrolin lang natin. Kukontrolin lang natin ng konti. Okay? Let's go, pag nare-receive, harap tayo para in case na tumalsik yung bola, maisiset pa. Press attack, press attack. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, CREAMLINE! Okay.
Very simple instructions from Coach Sherwin Meneses. Alam naman nila that they're a strong attacking team. But they have to focus on that pass first.
Still serving for CHERY TIGGO, Alina Vicar.
Well, if you're CHERY TIGGO, this is the position you would like to be in and stay in here in the third set. Another poor pass. Atienza picking that up. Galanza. Great save by Paat. Lorendes sending it across but outside. Excellent effort on coverage, defense by CHERY, but they fell a little bit short. They still have a 1-point lead though.
Now that CREAMLINE is lagging behind, they just needed to cut the momentum of CHERY TIGGO. And who do you go to? You go to your hottest hand right now, Gemma Galanza.
Galanza with 16. Carlos with 12. And Valdez with 8. Top scorers for CREAMLINE. Mayluna, cross court. Speaking of Luna, she is the top scorer right now off the bench. With 6. Ortiz with 5. She is the second leading scorer for the crossovers.
There's no one-way attack right now for CHERY TIGGO, and that has been effective. Alina Vicar has been given all of her attackers opportunities to score.
And it's paying off. Paat has 4. Service wide for Luna. These things they can't afford right now. They need to protect what was a 2-point lead. Now it's just 1.
Yeah, you can't negate your advantage. At this point, here in set number 3, lamang na lamang ang CHERY TIGGO in the service department compared to the Cool Smashers.
Great save by Valdez. Carlos. Laure. Yes!
EJ
Lara with her own version of a deep cross-court attack.
Laure now with her 3rd point.
Now serving for CHERY TIGGO, Micah Ortiz.
Getting through the 2-woman block of CREAMLINE. That was against Tots Carlos and Ced Domingo.
Carlos. Oh, single block by Laure. So EJ Laure back-to-back points. 1 attack, 1 kill block. And it's a 3-point lead once again for CHERY as we hit our second technical timeout. Crossovers trying to protect a 3-point advantage. They are down 2-0, so they must win this. And they're looking in good shape here as Karandam with a dump there.
That's a 4-point lead established by the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. It's not too late for them to make a comeback. A while ago, we already saw an almost comeback from the PLDT high-speed hitters.
First balls have been few and far between here for CREAMLINE, but Tots Carlos makes something out of that. 13 points for Carlos.
Even if they're down by 3 points, we know that CREAMLINE can erase that at any point here in set number 3. So CHERY has to really put, a step on the gas.
Over receive. Valdez drops it. And 2 straight points for CREAMLINE. Valdez now with 9 points.
Nearing that double-digit mark. So the 3 wing spikers of CREAMLINE will most probably end up with all double digits.
Yeah. That's on the line. Service ace, second ace for Tots Carlos. He has 14 in the game.
As I said, no safe lead if you're up against the Bulls Smashers from 4 points. Now it's just a 1-point game.
That time around, service error for Tots Carlos, but she did the damage.
Now serving Miami Hot. Subdivisions for CHERY TIGGO. Number 7,
Maat will come out.
Number 18, Vicar out. Number 15,
Along with Vicar, Nabor, and Casilla return for CHERY TIGGO. Valdez. That is wide. And just like that,
Back to a 3-point lead.
yeah, after coming within 1. And CREAMLINE is back down by 3. Timeout by Sherwin Meneses.
Paling tumaas ng konti yung receive. Binibilis ay ganun na naman, no? Ganun na naman yung receive. Taas natin ang konti. Pagka hindi kayang kontrolin. Ha? Dito ko lang mag-play mo na.
Let's go! We're good.
That's the final timeout for CREAMLINE. Let's see if they can overhaul the lead held by CHERY right now, which is at 3 points. This is the biggest lead for the crossovers in the entire match.
serving for CHERY TIGGO, Jasmine Nabor.
Push there by Seth Domingo. Over received by Nabor. Carlos will set it up for Valdez. Lorendes. Laure. Off the block. Casilla with coverage. Laure again. Blocked again. There's Nabor with the dig. Excellent defense at the net by Creamline. Valdez. Long rally here. May Luna from the back row. Dug up by Carlos. Seth Domingo punches it through and scores.
What a set from Gia de Guzman. That leading set in transition papunta sa quick attack. Really makes the life of the middle blockers easier.
And she makes it look easy doing it as well. 2-point game here, 17-19. Zacarandang will score and make it a 3-point cushion for the crossovers.
Even if they don't have a player in double digits, CHERY TIGGO is finding a way to chip in points from individual contributions of the players on the floor. A 3-point lead is still a good lead against Creamline.
Laure with 4 points, great serve. Back row for Valdez. She pushes the ball across the net. Luna. Here comes Galanza. Nabor was right there. Durendes. Luna is rejected. Luna will try again. Ayla Atienza was there. Carlos. Outside. And don't look now. This is the biggest lead of CHERY at 4 points.
This was their lead earlier here in set number 3. And they regained that 4-point lead against the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Serve is out. Laure. That's going to be her first service error.
They can exchange points here with Creamline. They would still end up on top. Now another substitution will be made for Creamline. Phil Cainglet Cayetano will be serving.
Did not score. Played in the first and third set against Choco Mucho. Casilag. That's not coming back. Elaine Casilag reestablishes that 4-point advantage for CHERY.
These are the additional combination plays that will really help CHERY TIGGO get this set number 3.
And the front line of the crossovers just got a little bigger. Mike Ortiz is in the game. Justin Dorog is serving as well off the bench. Panaga. Laura was right there, over-received. And Gemma Galanza puts it away.
Gemma Galanza unchallenged. Jasmine Nabor is in the back row, so she cannot block that attempt. So it was supposed to be Elaine Casilag. If you look on the floor for Creamline, tatlo na rin yung attackers nila. But they will give that service away.
Big error there for de Guzman. And a costly one as well, because CHERY is 2 points away from winning this set. And they've got a solid front line. May Luna, Mylene Baat, and Michael Ortiz. Tots Carlos. Drills that one in. Carlos with 15.
Look at the spike reach of Tots Carlos. She got the hang time, went above the double block, and that was against Michael Ortiz and Mylene Baat.
Well, this stretch, we showed the determination of Creamline, down by as many as 4. Can they come back here and turn it around? Good serve. Baat. What a save there by Galanza. Valdez. Vicar to Ortiz. There's a pancake save. There's a push and a net touch or crossing the middle line for Tots Carlos. So
CHERY TIGGO,
right, with a 4-set point advantage here in the third.
They just need one more point so that they could get the much needed extension for their squad. It's 24-20.
Carlos with a dump. Paat sends it over. Valdez. May Luna. Vicar. That's double contact against Alina Vicar. So 1 set point thrown away by CHERY.
When everything is chaotic, you have to be able to control that pass papunta sa center mo. Especially when she's in the back row. Dahil habol pa siya paharap eh.
Seth Domingo coming in for CREAMLINE. Panaga, very important serve. Vicar. Paat. Yes!
Eileen Paat, what a time to come for CHERY TIGGO. They get 1 set against the CREAMLINE Pool Smashers.
Eileen Paat with her 5th point. She may not have put up big numbers yet, but that's the one they needed to extend this match. And CHERY TIGGO wins the 3rd set 25-21, but they're still down 2 sets to 1 against CREAMLINE.
Welcome back to the heart of volleyball. This is the 2022 PVL Invitational Conference. CHERY TIGGO won that set number 3, 25-21 against the CREAMLINE Pool Smashers. And we go to our set highlights. It was a blazing start for the CHERY TIGGO crossovers. They were able to establish an early 4-point lead. And CREAMLINE was able to erase that lead, but there was just enough gas in the tank for CHERY TIGGO to regain that 4-point lead to close out set number 3. Reception was clearly a problem for the CREAMLINE Pool Smashers, and the offense of the CHERY TIGGO crossover started to kick in. So ladies and gentlemen, we will be going to set number 4. And this is what I've been saying. You have to be able to match the power of the CREAMLINE Pool Smashers. 13 attacks each for both of these squads. But it was the blocking of CHERY TIGGO that saved them in set number 3. 4 big blocks against the none of the CREAMLINE Pool Smashers. CHERY TIGGO will stick to this lineup here in set number 4. That's another unforced error for the CREAMLINE Pool Smashers. Alina Vicar was a key cog a while ago in set number 3. She had a lot of opportunities to disrupt the passing of CREAMLINE. Now she's trying to do that again, but Gemma Galanza will cut the momentum of CHERY TIGGO as she moves to the service line.
Now serving, Gemma Galanza.
Now Gemma Galanza for the serve for the blue shirts. Alina Vicar setting up May Luna, but she gets roofed by the defense of Risa Sato and Eliza Valdez. Great reverse set. But Eliza Valdez's hands were just pressed over the net already. For Creamline, they want to end this in set number 4 because you want to conserve your energy because they still have a lot of games coming here in the Invitational Conference.
So Creamline off to a good start here in the 4th set after struggling, especially late in set number 3. Oh, great shot there by Mylene Baad. She's really starting to come into her own in the last 2 sets.
Now she's at 7 points. Kanina, she was just at 2.
Yeah. First 2 sets, only 2 points. The 3rd set, she scored 4. Service outside for May Luna. For May Luna, what a performance off the bench. 7 points.
And this is the supporting cast that we've been looking for. Now, it can't be Mylene Baad all the time because there will be games that she will be checked by the defense of the opponent.
Tots Carlos picked up by Paat. Vicar sends it to Laure. That's too close to the net and an easy block for Carlos.
They weren't able to register any block points in set number 3. So it's nice to see a defensive stop from Creamline.
Risa Sato off the bench. 3 points. All scored in the 2nd set. Laure, much better set for her. Sato keeping it alive. De Guzman. Oh, great delivery to Set Domingo. Paat off the block and Mylene Baad is back.
And now she's feeling it. 8 points for Mylene Baad in this ballgame.
Now serving Micah Ortiz.
So far, Cherry serving much better compared to Creamline. Only 4 service errors the entire match. Creamline has 8. Carlos. Carlos again, same position, different result.
You got me the first time, but you won't get me the second time, says Tots Carlos to Mylene Baad.
17 points now for Tots. 3-point lead for Creamline. 6 serving 3. Good toss, good serve. Atienza with an excellent dig. Eliza Valdez hits it off the block. Valdez with 10 already, so 3 players from Creamline in double digits. 19, 17, that's Galanza and Carlos, and then Valdez with 10. Paat leads the crossovers with 8, Luna with 7. Ortiz and Carandang with 5 each.
And since Alina Vicar has been engaging her middle blockers, napapasabay na nila yung middle blocker ng Creamline. So much space for EJ Laure to get that cross-court kill.
Laure with 5 as well. Good serve. It looked like an ace right from the start. Mylene Baad with her 9th point.
5 serving 7.
Another good serve, but better received there from Kyla Atienza. Eliza Valdez with 11.
First set of the tournament score,
8-5, Creamline over Cherry, set number 4. Fourth set between Creamline and Cherry. Cool Smashers leading by 3, 8-5. Make that just a 2-point lead for Creamline as Paat hits double digits at 10 points.
This is the Mylene Paat that we know. Double-digit scoring in every single game.
Coming off an 11-point performance for Mylene Paat. Laure will serve former Rookie of the Year, season 77 of the UAAP. Galanza. Again, that cross-court, deadly. Let's go to Sam Corrales.
The Cherry TIGGO crossovers came alive in the previous set, and they are not backing down anytime soon. I just came from their side of the bench, and if there's one word to describe it, things are looking hopeful for the rest of the squad. Now, the panel highlighted the effort of the bench. It really helping Mylene Paat with her efforts today, and I got to speak to Shaya Adorador, and she told me that as they wrap up this conference, what she will bring is a good attitude on and off the court. And I realized, yeah, that it could definitely spark a change and impact on her teammates as well. So let's see how Cherry will respond to this hungry Creamline squad. Back to you.
Carandang with her 6th point. She's serving now. It's a 2-point game. Shaya Adorador, after starting today, only 1 point and has not returned to the match. May Luna off speed. Galanza rejected by Luna. It's a 1-point game.
The blocker saw that Gemma Galanza was transitioning papunta dito sa right wing. Just a 1-point lead for Creamline.
Galanza, cross court again.
How many times did we see that in this game already? That sharp, deep cross-court angle from Gemma Galanza. Very effective.
21 points now for Galanza. Back to a 2-point advantage for the Cool Smashers. And just a quick recap. Cherry, as you look at the dig by Atienza, Cherry will no longer have a shot at the finals. They are out of contention. Meanwhile, Creamline must win this in order to establish themselves and secure a semi-final slot. Bicar, nice toss! 1-point game again.
What a great addition to this Cherry TIGGO squad. Alina Bicar scoring as she saw that open spot in the backcourt of Creamline.
Bicar with 4 points off the bench. Carlos, dug up by Laure. Ortiz is blocked by Sato. Luna, through the block, yes! And the game is tied at 10. Luna with 9 points.
Now you can't feel the pressure anymore. Dito sa Cherry TIGGO, they're working like a well-oiled machine. Like an individual contributions being a key factor. That's why they were able to match the attack points of Creamline in set number 3.
Sato, yes!
One step behind.
Risa Sato with 4 points. Back to a 1-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Ortiz, single lady block by Eliza Valdez.
What a rejection from Eliza Valdez. And it was going outside, pero sobrang bilis ng bola, bumalik kay Micah Ortiz.
Valdez with 12 points. Good sportsmanship shown there by Eliza Valdez. Just checking on Ortiz, making sure she's okay after the ball bounced on her face off the block. Back to a 2-point lead for the Cool Smashers. There's a block on Luna. Bicar back to Luna. De Guzman goes to Tots Carlos. Block. Valdez with a push. Yes!
Now Creamline is building on that lead. A while ago it was just at 1 point, now it's at 3. And
Great body control as well by Eliza Valdez, avoiding the net as she pushed the ball. 13 serving 10. Not a good first ball for Laure. Kyla Atienza will set it up to Carlos. Laure again with another great dig. Paat off the block, yes!
11 points for Mylene Paat.
11 serving 13. Now serving May Luna.
And compared to the first two sets, there's so much power na dun sa palo ni Mylene Paat.
And a lot more accuracy as well. That's Carlos against the block of Micah Ortiz. 18 now for Carlos and back to a 3-point advantage for the Cool Smashers.
Now serving Risa Sato.
Carlos, one of those players, wherever you put her, she will be able to score and be a factor offensively. Laure. Quick reflexes by Sato. Valdez. Yes!
You cannot count Eliza Valdez out of the scoring frame for Creamline. Yes, you have Gemma Galanza, you have Tots Carlos, but Eliza Valdez is still really steady in that position.
4-point lead for Creamline. Block on Ortiz, it goes outside, so a point for Cherry. 6 points now for Ortiz.
Now Karandang makes her way down to the front line. Medyo identical din yung scoring ni Mike Ortiz and Karandang, but if they can get to the double-digit mark, that will be a boost also for CHERY TIGGO.
Both players with 6 points. 12 serving 15, set 4. Still a must-win set for Cherry. Eliza Valdez is rejected. Paat now with 12. Carlos. Blocked by Karandang. Valdez. Blocked as well. Kyla Atienza, what a save. Free ball. Karandang. Excellent dig from Garanza. Carlos fires one straight into the defense of Ortiz.
Great hustle by the Creamline Cool Smashers. They will get a 3-point lead as we enter our second technical timeout.
(16-13). Creamline so far in control here of set number 4, but we've seen Cherry come back in set number 3, so it's not such a far-fetched idea for them to turn this around. Laure with the push, over received there. Laure unable to put it away. Said Domingo, dug up by Luna. Mylene Paat, she's been hot. Yes, she continues to score. 13 now for Paat. She look at Sir Ricky Paluan, the right of your screens, president of Sports Vision.
And Sir Jonathan Nam and Miguel de Guzman, the other half of Gia Morales de Guzman.
14 serving 16, now serving for CHERY TIGGO, Jasmine Nabor.
2-point game, 14 serving 16. Anybody set right now. Valdez off the block of Casilla.
Smart move. A while ago, she got blocked. Now she targets the right hand of Elaine Casilag to get that point for Creamline. That was her clear intention.
15 points for Valdez. She's serving now. So far, 2 aces for Eliza. Casilag. Elaine Casilag will score. 4 points now for Casilag.
As a tall wing spiker, mas mataas yung spike reach din ni Elaine Casilag. So it's going to be difficult for you to deflect that ball.
Galanza. Nabor was right there. Luna blocked. Nabor again with coverage. Karandang dug up by Carlos. Galanza. Laure with a dig. Luna a little too close to the net. It didn't even cross.
Creamline inching closer to that 25-point mark.
Now serving Domingo.
3-point advantage. It's not a safe lead by any measure. So Creamline, they still need to play a tight game here. Oh, Karandang. An excellent dig again by Tots Carlos. Galanza is blocked. Now it's double contact as well. Going to be called on Ser Domingo. Oh, CHERY. They will not just cough it up.
And they have built a wall in this game today.
One-two play for De Guzman. Galanza.
Whoa.
Blocked again, Casilla. How good has she been at the net?
She already had blocks against Gemma Galanza earlier, and she will add on to that. And I think that CHERY TIGGO finally found the rotation that will work for them.
Service ko na ganyan lang, so kumpiyansa lang sa kuha. Yausip mo doon. Pwede lang yan, pwede yung triangle lang yan. Pero kasama ang back row. Kasama ang back row. Ha? Tiwala sa triangle lang, triangle lang. Go! Pero natin yung pass receive kasi ang taas ng service eh. Di ba?
Yes, coach.
Huwag niyo basta i-dig pass, tatakbo ko na sa i-dig
Yeah.
pass.
Ano yung next one? Ano yung next one? Get one.
Hey, Creamline!
Bring back there.
Remaining game of the Cool Smashers will be against the Lady Troopers. That's going to be on Saturday.
Serving for CHERY TIGGO, Zakaranda.
Biggest lead of the Cool Smashers, 4 points in the fourth set. Now it's just 1. Carlos blocked. It's been the defense of CHERY that's been giving them the points, but that time around, Galanza off the block of Casilla will score.
Sometimes you don't need to challenge a taller blocker. Look at what Gemma Galanza did. Proper spin on the ball to get it across the block of CHERY TIGGO.
22 points for Galanza. Luna, dug up by De Guzman. Galanza again. There's Durantes. Casilag. That's outside.
Now it's back to a 3-point lead for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
De Guzman with a good serve. May Luna off speed. De Guzman with a dig. Carlos blocked. Carlos will try again. There's Laure for the dig. Casilag with a tip. Kept alive by Sato. Carlos Atienza with an excellent save. And there's a violation going to be against CREAMLINE.
Atienza has been working triple time to keep the balls alive for the CREAMLINE Pool Smashers.
Vicar returns.
Now serving for the crossovers, Alina Vicar.
2-point game. Sato, excellent set there from De Guzman, and Lisa Sato with 5.
Excellent pass, excellent set also for Gia De Guzman. Blockers were too late once again for CHERY TIGGO.